Right, welcome everybody. Now, early hours this morning, if you watch any of my shorts, you'll see that I uploaded a little ring that I made. Now, this was a total experiment, and what it was, if you can get it in focus, this is a stainless black ring, obviously. Now, the blue stuff inside is a mixture of UV resin and this glow powder stuff, but it's not normal UV resin. I've already sort of started thinking about making bezels to put this stuff mixed with ashes and you know, in pendants and stuff. There's just like loads of stuff that is kind of going round in my head. Right, let's get into it. So what I did was I pinched Cheryl's, my wife that is, gels. Now these are actual UV gels for making nails, and what they do is they've got like, let me show you. You've got this plastic thing that goes on the nail like so, right? What I think you do first is you plaster a load of this stuff onto your nail, and then you stick this on like that, and then you shape your nail underneath. Let's get in camera. And then what you do is you put this underneath a UV light. This is one that she's got with the kit, but I've got a massive one there, look. That's like huge. And then you take that off, and then you've got like a resin nail that's super strong, and then you shape it and I'll do all that sort of stuff that she does with it, or I do for her, because she's not got the strength in her hands. But I mean, that's the kind of, I mean, you can see there, look, that's kind of what you do. Pause the camera and have a look if you want and read it. Let's move my fingers out. Anyway, so I stole some last night. This one here. This is the Blue Ocean. Come on, camera. But what I did is I mixed it with the Sky Blue Glow in the Dark. Now it's daytime here, and the light that's coming through my window, my door, you're not really going to see it glowing. But I'll take some pictures at the end and you'll see. But this has got glitter and the glow stuff in. Look at that. Is that cool or what? Let's get closer. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually go to the lathe and we're going to make a ring. Well, we're going to fill a ring up with this stuff. What shall we use? Shall we use... What's that? That's Purple Dream. Come on, camera, focus. Purple Dream. I have no idea what this is going to be like. I know what that one's like, obviously, because it's in that ring. We're going to use that. We're going to mix some... I think we'll mix this purple glow-in-the-dark stuff with it. And then we will coat it with this, no, not that one, this top coat, which is another, this is just UV resin that make it really hard. Yeah, right then. I'll leave a link in description of where Cheryl gets all this stuff from, so you can try yourself. But I think it's quite a cheap way. I think Cheryl says that 2 of these is like £7 or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll like I say, I'll leave the link in the description. But it is a cheap way of making jewellery, I think. I don't know how this. I mean, that'd last a long time, wouldn't it? And I think this was like £20 for the whole pack of these glow in the dark pigments, and there's a lot in there. How much? It says 20 grams in each one, but some of them there's less in the box because the actual stuff weighs more inside, if that makes sense. I don't know how, but there you go. So yeah, let's crack on with it. Let's go over to the lathe and see what we can do. So we can't go over to the lathe yet because we've got to mix some up, haven't we? Right, so like I say, this is the Purple Dream and the Purple Luminous Powder. Now, this, obviously, it won't activate until we've put UV light on it. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be enough there. Is that cool or what? Glittery. I don't think I've opened this one yet. No, I haven't. There we go. Right. It's very sticky. Look at this. But what we're going to do is chuck a load of this pigment on, and then we're going to kind of knead it together. Now it will change. It won't be transparent. It'll go more of a pasty kind of, well, you'll see for yourself. Look, it's still very sticky. This is just a piece of GPS Agency's glow in the dark acrylic that I'm mixing this on. I did do it on some cardboard last night, but it was really difficult. Right. Okay. So you can kind of leave this for ages now, and it won't go off or nothing like that. So you've got a lot of working time. I mean, I don't think it will ever go off. Maybe because I've mixed the glow in the dark stuff in. I don't know, might have a reaction. Right, let's now go over to the lathe. So this is a black, and I'm using black because I think it'll stand out a lot better. Stainless steel, size 8, which can't remember what size 8 is, but that's the US size anyway, and it's on the ring mandrel. Okay, right, let's just that'll do. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect on there. Okie dokie. Are we recording? Yeah, we're recording. It's as easy as this. So we're going to literally paste our stuff over the top here like this. I'm hoping I've mixed enough now, but I should have, really. Alright, so I might have mixed a little bit too much. So I've got to scrape a load of this off. All I'm doing is I'm pushing it into the channel, making sure we've got no bubbles or gaps. Like that. I'm only going on what I did last night, actually, early hours in the morning in the kitchen. So if I keep that flat on there, I can kind of get it flat. Oh, no. We'll be filling this as well. And I suppose, you know, you could actually, if you've got some punky wood, that, you know, like a bandsaw box that you're making or something like that, I reckon you could fill it with this stuff. Only bits of it, because obviously you know, it will get expensive. Okay. Like I say, I'm not too worried about it not being perfect level, because we're going to put a gel coat top on this as well at the end. If you make any of these or anything using this, let me know. Send me a photo or something on my email address or anything. Anyway, you can get in touch, because I'm really interested to see if this takes off. Right, so we've got this little UV light here that we're going to use for now. I need to plug it in though, don't I? Hang on a minute. Where's my plug gone? Come on. Just brought you up. There you are. Are we recording? Yeah. How'd you turn this on? So what we're going to do is hold that there, and I'm just going to turn the lathe right down and kind of see if it goes off like this. If not, I'll get the big one out and we'll use that. So always these things, these new things that you come across that we could use in our maker processes and our maker mind, if that makes sense. There's loads of stuff out there, you just got to discover them, and I think this one is going to be really good, really useful. Oh, what's happened there? Couldn't believe it last night when I made this, just sitting there early hours in the morning in the kitchen, thinking, ooh, I wonder if that'll work, and it worked. And I turned the light off, and it was so bright. Take a look at the short that I did. Still a little bit tacky. But at this stage now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape off this excess. If it was anything like the one last night or early hours this morning, this stuff on the sides, I kind of just picked it off after it had gone off. So I'm not too fussed about it. I just don't want to get it in there. So I'm putting this video out as a premiere tonight, and the reason for that is I'm having to go and do my refresher training for my climbing, my instructor's permit for scouts, so I can I think it's every 3 years you got to redo it so you can send the scouts up the climbing wall safely. So what I'll do is I'll go back and read all the comments, and I'll see what people are talking about. Last week I didn't do a live because I was really poorly. I had a bad case of man flu. You know what, I'm going to try the bigger light. Bigger, larger, whatever. Okay. You know what, might have to move that out of the way a little bit. Can you see it? Yeah. Let's turn it on. Right, so what I've done is I've tried to raise it up a little bit so that the UV light has a better chance of hardening, because it's still a little bit tacky. What else could we put under there? Maybe that is better. There we go. Right, that's clear. Let's see what that does. Get it from both ways, shall we? I can actually see it's already glowing. Just be very careful, guys, if you're going to do this. Oh crap. Cables and stuff around a lathe is not good. In fact, what we'll do is, so we can't do that. It's the only problem with this thing, it's kind of times out after a bit. Start, select. If you're new here, guys, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Give me a like and a share. Shares are really important, because that kind of gets me out there for other people to notice me or see me or whatever. Right, okay. Still a little bit tacky. Maybe I shouldn't be turning it so fast on the lathe, I don't know. I'll just do this for a minute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a top coat on this after we've cleaned it up a little bit. Let's get a Stanley knife blade and kind of clean that up a little bit. I'm going to have to turn that light off for a minute. Oh God, that's better. You see how that's kind of gone off now? It's cool, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at that. We're recording, yeah. All that'll clean off at the end anyway, I reckon. Right. Let's flip this round. What the hell? Here we go. I didn't do it up properly. Right. Try not to muck this up. There we go. Doesn't need to be that tight, does it? That's satisfying. I do apologise if you're bored, but I thought, well, being as I'm not doing a live show, everyone can chat and that. Hopefully Cheryl will be in here moderating for me. She might even go on my oh, come on. My profile and chat to you guys. Right, so let's just leave that for a minute while I go and get the gel top coat ready. Now, Cheryl said I must not have any UV light on anywhere while I'm using this top coat. I can see why, because the whole thing will just get ruined. And what this is going to do, it's going to fill in all the little crevices and stuff like that. How shiny that looks. Is that awesome or what? Can we get in a little bit more than that? Can we? How's that look? Is that in focus? That's cool, isn't it? Right, so I've got rid of that over there. And now we're going to put a bit more of this on. Let's see what happens. I wish you could see it from here with the way it's glittery and it's gorgeous. Let's turn this sucker on again. Like I said, I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe it helps in some way. Slightly out of shot here, I think. There Hope this isn't hurting my eyes like radioactive like stuff. Nah, it's not. It's UV, isn't it? If you haven't watched my latest video, guys, with the memorial pendants, I'll leave a little, where are we? Just up here somewhere, I will leave a little link to it. Or I might actually, no, I'll leave it in the description for you to go back after this and watch it. Oh, that is almost dry. Oh, that's gone off. Excuse me, I've still got a little bit of a cough after that flu. It was horrible. Over 2 weeks I had that flu. It was really bad, and I don't usually get sick like that. But I was really suffered. Now you're probably thinking, why has he got his beard on that chuck? Well, I'm not actually going to turn it on. If I did, I would tuck my beard out of the way, and I wouldn't be getting my arm. I wouldn't put my arm over it like this either. I think that's done. I think it's done. Just give it a whiz. Just for a little bit. Until these lights go out. So this ring, oh there you go, let's turn that off. Look at that, is that gorgeous or what? That's cool. Right, let's get it off and we'll go over to the bench. Well, there you go, look at that. Is that beautiful or what? That's cool, isn't it? No sanding, nothing like that. Just a sharp blade just to get the excess off. And it is really, really hard. I will leave it for a couple of hours while I go out in a minute well, I'll get Cheryl to keep turning the UV light on just to make sure it's rock hard. But so this is a size 8 US. So a size 8 US is, it's between a P and a Q-ish. So if you want this ring, get in touch. Any money that I make off of these rings is going towards my machine lathe. I'm getting a mini machine lathe because I want to be able to make these blanks myself. I don't have to buy these in. So I want to make them out of silver and Damascus, things like that. Right, shall we see if this glows? I'm going to charge it now. Oh crap, it's dark. Look at that. Is that cool or what? It's not gone purple like I thought it would have. Look at that, that's cool, isn't it? I only charged that for like 10 seconds, something like that. There's the other, there's the GPS stuff that I mixed it on, look. Anyway, that's cool. It's having trouble focusing, so I will put that down there And I'll go and turn the lights back on. Well, there you go. I enjoyed doing this, and it was so easy. Thanks for watching. Like I said earlier, if you want to buy any of my rings, the money goes towards my savings for my machine lathe. And hit that subscribe button, guys, please. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, there's a hair on it. Let's go on. No one has it? No, it hasn't. Hang on a minute. Oh, it's just the inside. And I will see you next time.